when you marry a woman, you have to make sure that that woman is wife material. And it's very clear to me that this woman is not wife material. She never was. She told him to his face that you knew what you were getting when you got with her. I mean, how can you say something like that? Like, seriously, how can you say something like that to this man after he basically wifed you up? But she did. And a lot of women always have it in the back of their minds, right? Whenever you catch them cheating or wanting to do something like this with OnlyFans, they're gonna tell you to your face that you should have knew what you were getting yourself into. They don't care. That's why you do have to vet women. Wasn't she an adult entertainer? Because if she was, I mean, you definitely should have known what type of woman you were getting yourself with. But some of these dudes don't care. They think because of who they are that these women are going to change. Bro, these women are lying to you. They never change. They just hide who they are. And when they get frustrated with hiding who they are, they're going to turn on you. And that's what happened here. She turned on him. Unbelievable. Make sure that y'all are following me on all my social media: Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, Rumble, Patreon. As I've told y'all, I'm putting up Patreon exclusive content. I spoke about the Cynthia G situation in YouTube and why y'all need to get sources of income outside of YouTube and stop trying to retire from working to hop on YouTube without a plan. You always got to have a plan B and a plan C. All right. I spoke about that on Patreon. Make sure y'all go and check it out. But back to this situation. Joe leaving the home, according to her. As a matter of fact, let y'all see what she had to say. Let me go ahead and get the video queued up, because to me, this is just a microcosm of women of today. A lot of y'all women are short-term thinkers. There have been so many women who have ruined marriages, ruined relationships due to their short-term thinking, right? So let me get this on the screen. Y'all see this heifer here? When she told this guy, "You knew who I was before you got with me," that should have been an automatic divorce. When a woman shows you who she is, you better believe it. Now she's sitting on TMZ crying, doing this interview because she might have ruined her own marriage. Now, maybe this did start off as like a promotional thing for OnlyFans, but that's even worse. That's even worse because he's probably getting clowned by people that he know. This is why you should never have to resort to your woman having to become an online scripper. What happened to going out here and getting your money right? See, this is why you don't get married unless your money is right. Now, he's been with her, I believe, for a while, right? But still, what was you spending all your money on her? Because I've heard about Joe Smith's financial situation. Now, this isn't me speculating. There are articles written on it. If she has to resort to this, then you don't have any other skills? What's with all these women scamming? All these women trying to hop on OnlyFans? What happened to using your mind to be creative? You only can use your body to make money? To the point to where now you have this woman doing an interview with TMZ because she's ruined her marriage. Again, make sure y'all get the likes up. Let's get into this video.
Where's
How
Joe?
are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. how long is the account? Have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife.
Damn. So hold up. Let me get this screen right.
Period.
So because he wasn't paying attention to you, you go and you start an OnlyFans because he wasn't paying attention. So you kind of snuck that in there. So what was you? So with the money that you were making from OnlyFans, what were you doing with the money? Did he not notice that you were getting this income? See, gentlemen, this is why you got to watch your. This is why listen. If you're married and your woman is saying this, like, how do you not divorce this person? Because instead of her having a conversation with you, instead of her talking about, her doing this, she does it behind his back. That's automatic non-respect. And I told you, married men, y'all are getting disrespected left and right by your wives, man. I don't envy you at all. Now, like this guy in the chat is saying that it's a skit. But, I mean, is it? Why is TMZ playing along with it? This is the first time I've seen TMZ play along with a skit. If they're reporting something, they're not going to report on a damn skit. I've seen plenty of skit videos that never reached that website. They're not interviewing the people in it. This could have started off as one, but maybe, because again, Joe Smith is getting mocked all over social media. He's getting mocked all over social media. Just imagine, you're a grown man and people are making fun of you for your reaction to your wife getting on OnlyFans. And this woman looked like she has tears in her eyes. Unless she threw a bunch of water on her face. What's up, Prime? Christina, what's good? Make sure y'all get the likes up. Marine, what's up? All this to promote your OnlyFans? I've seen people promote their OnlyFans. They'll do a promotional video or something here or there, but that's usually as far as it goes. It doesn't really go this far. But to me, there's a lot to take away from this. She basically is breaking things down. If you married men don't pay attention to your wives, they're going to do some grimy, sneaky things behind your back. She said that he wasn't paying attention, so she just put that link, that OnlyFans link on there. I want to know how nobody noticed her. Nobody noticed you? Are you just showing your body from the neck down? Is that why nobody knew it was you? Like, how you go a year? Well, maybe nobody knew who Joe Smith was married to. You know what I'm saying? But this is desperation. Let's say it's a skit. It's very desperate, and it makes him look bad as a grown man, as an ex-athlete, to do this just to promote our OnlyFans. What idiot is gonna go sign up to her only to see what? You're there because of a skit? Like, come on, man. I mean, if you and your wife have to do that, that's very desperate, and that's sad. It really is. Hey, listen, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree. It came off as that in that video. But see, you got to understand, there are men out here who are very passive aggressive. There's a lot of passive aggressive men out here. I've seen passive aggressive men interact with women, whether it be the woman that they're dating or other women that they get into it with, right? Passive aggressive men tend to pull themselves away from the situation while still trying to go back and forth. Like they'll try to they have a very awkward way of interacting when they're in a confrontational situation. And it looks awkward. You're saying, why is he sort of getting into it, but then not getting into it, pulling himself away from the situation, but still kind of going back and forth. That's what passive aggressive men do. Passive aggressive men they're not going to be all in your face, cussing you out like that. They have a very very awkward way of dealing with confrontation. Some people don't handle confrontations very well. And I think that when a woman knows a man and knows how he is, they can pull this type of behavior on them. Because they know he's not confrontational. The dude, look at the distance he was when they were talking. He was all the way in the kitchen. She's in the living room. He has his back turned her. Now, again, it did kind of come off skittish. It did. I'm not going to say it didn't, but the fact that we are here now, What's up, Leilani? What's up, Daisy?
And, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, she wants to really put a bigger, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. And it's no secret Joe's financial issues.
As I spoke about before, I saw that there was an article about the fact that Joe Smith has financial issues. And that is why, she married an NBA player. Okay? She wants a certain type of lifestyle. And she don't want to sacrifice her lifestyle because his money situation ain't the best. So I guess she's taking it upon herself to go out there and make more money, either for herself or the family. But again, if he didn't know about it, how are you, what are you going to do with the money? Just spend it on yourself? Or are you saving it?
And I have always made a good life for myself. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, and I came back here, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, I've been doing a lot, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So
Damn. She's laying out, listen. What's up, Chastity? Make sure y'all like the stream. You thought that because he was an NBA player that, financially things would be good all the time? No. I mean, I don't know what Joe's net worth is. I don't know how much he made during his career. I have to look it up. But if you want to go make money, you could start a business. I mean, you got all these women who claim they're so successful and they can help create wealth. You see all these women's conferences, all these women coming together. They even set up funding for female businesses, right? Didn't Goldman Sachs set up a fund for Black women? It's very easy for a Black woman to start a business or get funding for a business if you have good enough credit, or, through other avenues. You don't go that route. You go the route of sneaking and getting an OnlyFans because, according to you, he wasn't paying attention. That is how you ruin your marriage. That is how you create mistrust. Now, if he would have went behind your back and was going on, let's say your husband was going and hanging out with a female friend, and you find out a year later, you're not going to like that. You're going to think he betrayed you. Let's say he's lying about how he's spending his money on certain things, right? You wouldn't like that. If it was all about the money and you would have came to him, he probably would have been more accepting of it.
Just kicked in the drive and did
Say, Kenneth said Joe Smith earned over $61 million during his NBA career. Okay.
what I had to do, and he won't do it. So I had to.
So she's basically saying that he's lazy and he can't get the money right. She's basically in her own way is basically saying that he is not pulling his weight in a relationship. He's a retired NBA player. This is why I tell y'all, man, you get married if you're getting married as a professional athlete, you better save money. You better be able to, you got all these connections, use them to set up yourself financially going into retirement. Because if you do not, you're going to end up with your wife getting an OnlyFans. This is why you invest money. You don't spend it as soon as you get it. You invest it. I'm not saying he has it because I don't know what he's done with his money. But for her to get to this point, again, yeah, she is kind of throwing him under the bus. And, you got to do better with your money, man. You have all these connections through the NBA. All these people that you rub elbows with. Starting businesses should be very easy for you. Owning property. He probably spent a ton of money on her, probably.
And I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me.
She said you knew she was an adult film star when you met her. See, I bet he was tricking money on her too. Tricking off that 61 million that he made. Probably was tricking it off on an adult film star. Black men, you got to do better. Black men, you got to do better. Make sure y'all like the stream. Black men, you got to do better. Why are you wifing up an adult film star? Of course she's going to want to go back to doing stuff like OnlyFans. That's what she was doing before she met you. She gave up that lifestyle to be with you because you told her that you would take care of her. I guarantee you, he told her that he would take care of her. And now they having money troubles. She's going back to what she knows because you have proven to her you can't make money on your own outside of the NBA. What's good, Jean Marie?
So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the...
Gentlemen, I said it before and I'll say it again. Do not wife up women who either are for the streets or who have filmed themselves on some sheets, okay?